Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Acne channel. My name is Christine, and today we are talking about microneedling. Does it actually work, or is it a scam? Okay, so let's settle this. Does microneedling actually work, or is it just another trend, another skin treatment scam? Let's break it down. I've actually been doing my own at-home microneedling for close to 10 years, so I'm really excited to be diving into this topic. Microneedling is basically when you use a small tool, whether it is a derma stamper or a derma roller. I 100% prefer a derma stamper like the Banisher 3.0, which uses small needles, so tiny needles that you essentially stamp or gently press over your skin. This creates micro wounds and rushes white blood cells to heal the area. I know that it can sound intense, but this is actually where the magic happens, because this is how collagen is produced, how it helps to reduce the appearance of fine lines, wrinkles. It helps to heal acne scarring and hyperpigmentation, brightening the skin and improving overall skin texture. So there are two types of microneedling. You can do like what I do at home with your own set or kit. I use the Banisher 3.0 kit, or you can go into a clinic where they can do it for you. One of the main differences is the length of the needle that they use. So at home, typically it's shorter needles. The Banisher 3.0 uses 0.5 needles in length, and when you're doing it in a clinic, they typically use little needles that are longer. So they're typically 1 to 2 times the length of at-home tools. So 1 to 2 millimeters typically. That was a mouthful. Another key difference with doing it at home against doing it in clinic is the price. So when you're doing it at home, it definitely comes out much cheaper per session. When you're using the Banisher 3.0, it's something like a cup of coffee or even less per session. And with the Banisher 3.0 kit, you actually get about up to 16 sessions, depending on what area you are focusing on. So this is not only cost effective, but you're just getting more bang for your buck. Professional microneedling uses longer needles, and it is typically coupled with treatment PRP. This is also known as the vampire facial. So if you ever see photos or videos of people getting microneedling done in clinic and they come out looking bloody, that is typically that. And these treatments are a lot pricier. We're talking thousands of dollars. Because of the nature of the way that these treatments run, longer needles, there is a much longer downtime, whereas when you're doing it at home, it is basically an 8-hour downtime overnight, and you are good to go with your usual skincare, gentle skincare of course, SPF, protection from the sun, and I would normally wait up to 24 hours before putting on makeup if you are someone that does like to put makeup on. So does at-home microneedling actually work? I can't just speak from my own personal experience. There are science-backed studies that show the improvement that come with microneedling. But the great thing is being able to actually see real people with real results. And yes, I'm actually one of them. So if you're consistent, yes, you absolutely can see results, and studies show that shorter needles are actually very, very effective. So because microneedling is not just a new skincare trend, it is actually backed by science. Studies show that needles that are just 0.5 millimeters in length are enough to stimulate collagen production and elastin. This keeps the skin firmer, plumper, and smoother. Also allows the skin to look more youthful, and for all of the healing benefits that come with microneedling, and just with needles that are 0.5 millimeters in length. One study actually found that after just 4 sessions of microneedling, there was significant improvement in the skin texture and appearance, as well as an improvement in acne scarring. So with consistency, it takes time and trusting in the process. I personally use the Banisher 3.0 and I couple it with a vitamin C serum. This is one of the best things that you can do after microneedling your skin. Not only does it allow your product to absorb much deeper, really penetrate into the skin, allowing your product to be more effective, but with vitamin C, it helps to brighten the skin, so helping with hyperpigmentation, fading acne marks, fading scars, and nourishing the skin as well as moisturizing the skin. Over time and with doing regular microneedling sessions, my skin just appears brighter, firmer, more youthful. The integrity of the skin as well, like I said, firmer and more plump, and I just love the fact that my products just get absorbed so much better. So my skin is just being really nourished on a very deep level after microneedling. Why some people might think that microneedling is a scam is because they may actually be running into these common mistakes when it comes to microneedling. These mistakes actually ruin results, so if you want results, then avoid these. Using cheap derma rollers, these can actually tear the skin. If you're not using proper technique, the right pressure, then you may be doing more damage than good to your skin. Not sanitizing the tool before or after use. This is so crucial. The nature and the way that microneedling works is you are creating these micro wounds, these small wounds, micro punctures into the skin. And so this can, if you have not sanitized the tool or your face, you're just going to be stamping and transferring bacteria all over your face, which may result in having more breakouts, which is not at all what we want, but it unfortunately is something that can happen if you're not sanitizing your tool before and after. Microneedling over active acne or even torn skin or breaks in the skin is an absolute no-no. Just like sanitizing, you are just going to be transferring bacteria from that acne spot or that pimple to other spots in your face, and it's just going to penetrate even deeper and cause infection. So this is not what we want either. Skipping post-care products like vitamin C or a gentle moisturizer is another mistake that some people might do, so don't skip on this. And microneedling too often. I know that when we find a good thing that might work, or we're really excited to find something that's going to help our skin, we might think that more is better and more often is better. But in fact, once a week or once every 2 weeks, if you're just getting started, is more than enough. Your skin needs time to repair, needs time to get used to this new routine. So patience really goes a long way when it comes to microneedling. So if you now at this point are convinced that microneedling is indeed not a scam, that it actually works and that it can work and be a really fantastic tool for you, whether you're dealing with acne, scarring, post-acne marks, hyperpigmentation, wrinkles, if you just want more plump skin, youthful appearance, improved texture of the skin, then this is a quick checklist to see if this is for you. You can absolutely do at-home microneedling. If you have any of what I mentioned earlier, then at-home microneedling is an option that I highly suggest that you try for yourself. It is safe, especially with the Banisher 3.0. It can sound a little bit intimidating and scary when we're talking about needles penetrating into our skin, but the beauty of the Banisher 3.0, and there is an entire video on that talking about how it is great for beginners. It's not super lightweight. There's actually a weight to it, and this really helps when you are using proper technique. The fact that it's a stamper and not a roller, again, helps with the coverage, helps with the pressure that you're putting on your skin. So it is 100% beginner friendly, which is fantastic. So you can do this at home. If you're on a budget as well, then at home microneedling is something that you might want to try. And with the Banisher 3.0, it does come with the stamper itself and 2 replaceable heads. So this makes it a lot more cost effective, and you're able to get up to 14, 15, 16 sessions on a single Banisher 3.0 kit. If you are a little bit nervous and you want to have a pro do microneedling for you, then this is definitely something to try if you have more money to spend and if you can afford the downtime, which is certainly more than 8 hours or 24 hours. We're talking about 1 to 2 weeks. Then that's something that you can try for yourself as well. So, is microneedling worth it? There are so many stories out there, so many before and afters and transformations and lives changed using microneedling at home with the Banisher. My life has changed, so I say absolute yes, with consistency. If you are looking for overnight results, just like that, and going 0 to 100, then microneedling may not be for you, because this is something that takes time and it takes being consistent with and being patient with. But if you are ready for having long-term results, long-lasting results, then definitely give it a try. Remember to do the proper post microneedling treatment with vitamin C or a light moisturizer. And if you are wanting to check out the Banisher 3.0, then all the details are right here in the description. If you have any questions, then drop your comments, drop your questions as well, and keep exploring the page for more resources. Trust the process, and if you try microneedling and you have a success story, then definitely let us know. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!